Experiment 062 was the 60-second genetic experiment created by Jumbo with Hamster's funding. It was designed to be Jumbo's personal chef, but instead made unhealthy food that quickly made people fat and overweight. 062 and the other first 624 experiments were later smuggled to Earth by Jumbo during his mission to capture Experiment 626. All the experiment pods were released and scattered across the island of Kauai. At an unknown point after this, Experiment 062's pod was found by Jumbo and kept hidden away. Lilo and Stitch, the series. After Nani began restricting Lilo and Stitch's diet to healthy food, she told Pleakley to feed them nutritious meals she left in the freezer before heading to work. However, Lilo, Stitch, and Pleakley defied Nani and found 062 pod in a drawer while searching Jumbo's room for a stash of junk food. When Lilo and Stitch discovered what 062 was created to do, they activated the ladder and asked him to make them junk food. .062, named French Fry by Lilo, complied, but secretly designed the food to fatten Lilo, Stitch, and Pleakley up while being irresistibly delicious, which would culminate in him eating them. After a while, Lilo grew suspicious of their abnormal bloating. So she and Stitch tried to learn a little more about French Fry and Jumbo's computer, although none of his data was helpful to them. French Fry then distracted the two with a tray of donuts, fattening them up even more. Gantu managed to capture French Fry at one point by using a trog call to lure him out of the Pellicase residence.
Got one right out from under you, using the new trog call I've been practicing.
However, after taking a beating from a bloated Lilo and Stitch, Gantu proclaimed that it was his birthday. French Fry then made Gantu a cake that he devoured, which fattened him up and caused him to flee in shock. While French Fry continued to make Lilo, Stitch, and Pleakley more bloating food, Lilo called Jumbo at a public event to find out more about the chef experiment. However, Jumbo just barely finished revealing French Fry's true intention when the latter cut the phone line with a pair of pliers. Lilo and Stitch finally became so bloated from all the unhealthy food that French Fry restrained them and attempted to eat them. Before he could do so, Nani, having heard from Jumbo, promptly arrived home and battled and defeated French Fry, eventually trapping him under Lilo's wading pool.
But you're about to get whooped, Hawaiian style.
The next morning, Lilo and Stitch, back to their normal trim selves, discovered that French Fry had taken a liking to Nani's oatmeal, which Lilo and Stitch initially refused to eat until Nani cleverly enticed them. Thus, they agreed to feed him oatmeal, and in return he vowed to make healthy meals and not try to eat people. French Fry shortly after found his one true place running a healthy French Fry hut, where he made delicious, low-fat food. Remy. In Remy, French Fry was one of the experiments in Lilo's dream. Leroy and Stitch, the movie. French Fry was seen early in the movie giving Lilo some low-fat French fries as she was making her rounds with Scrum to make sure all the experiments were happy in the one true place they belonged. Later, the first 624 experiments, including French Fry, were rounded up by Leroy and taken to a stadium to be destroyed. However, Lilo, Stitch, Jumbo, Pleakley, Reuben, and Gantu arrived before the experiments could be destroyed. French Fry participated in the following battle between the experiments and the Leroy clones by transfixing and hitting Leroy's with his spatula. However, the Leroy soon gained the upper hand in the battle, but were defeated when Lilo, Stitch, Reuben, and several other experiments performed the song Aloha Oi, which caused the Leroy army to shut down due to a failsafe mechanism. Special abilities. French Fry can move at lightning speeds, allowing him to whip up massive meals in seconds by using any kind of food products. He's an expert chef in almost any form of food, and anything he makes is irresistible and delectable. He has a glitch though. The delicious food he makes has no nutritional value, resulting in empty calories and people never getting full. Thus, his food only fattens his victims up, and when they are big enough, he will eat them. He is also capable of turning into a miniature tornado to move around, prepare food, or throw objects around. French Fry is the only experiment that speaks French. Weaknesses. French fries' bloating effects last only 24 hours. Additionally, if he eats nutritious food, he will make healthy food and no longer try to eat people.
I've never heard of that.
Trivia. French fry having been designed to feed and fatten his victims so he can eat them is based on the witch from the fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. French fry is one of the few known experiments whose power Stitch is not immune to. French fry is one of only 4 known experiments that wears a hat, the other 3 being Slick, Squeak, and Derek. French fry can speak fluent French despite the fact that Jumbo had never been to Earth until after Stitch was created. French fry is the first and only known experiment that Nani caught. He is also one of 6 known experiments to be rehabilitated by someone other than Lilo and Stitch, the other 5 being Gigi, Elastigo, Yarp, Spike, and Snooty. French fry's pod color is white. French fry is one of the few experiments to not appear in the group photo at the end of Leroy and Stitch. As far as we know, there's never been any official French fry merchandise released by Disney or any of its affiliates. However, thanks to some wonderfully creative people at Etsy, we were able to have one custom made. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like, subscribe to the channel for more Lilo and Stitch videos, and leave a comment down in the comment section with who is your favorite experiment and which one you would like to see us do next. Until next time, aloha!